Bhumi, the earth.
It reflects our body.
Jala, the water.
It represents the mind.
Vayu, the air.
It represents the awareness.
Agni, the fire.
It represents the intelligence.
Akasa, the sky.
It represents the consciousness. The whole name Panchatathva revolved around these 5 elements.
Hi, I am Deepak Bathlom. I am the principal architect and founder of Deepak Bathlom Architects. To watch more chapters and to download the plan of this building and to see more details, please visit buildify.com. You can find the link in the description below. Today we are here in Panchatathva, which is a residence in NSR Greenwoods. NSR Greenwoods is a sustainable green community which lives very close to the nature. It's away from the city's hustle and bustle. It's very serene and calm in here. NSR Greenwoods is located about 14 kilometers north of Hoskote in the Bangalore-Kolar route.
The name Panchatathva is a true reflection of the approach we take in constructing this house in terms of design, materials which we choose. And
this site is essentially rectangular in nature. 3 of the 50-80 plots were combined to form this a larger rectangular patch. Plot area is 12,000 square feet and the buildings are in 2 blocks. Combined, it will be 3,000 square feet. On the north side, we have a beautiful park here, which is green, and along this direction also, we have a green line of trees outside the compound wall. In the layout, it is designed in such a way that each plots have plants planted along the periphery. First plot, which is in the northern part, we will retain it mostly as a garden itself. So we integrated these 2 trees into the building. We restricted it to half of that. This is the main block. The main block with all the amenities, this is about 2,000 square feet. So entry point we created in the northwest corner as one as a pedestrian entry and again a vehicular entry. The entry path comes into the garden where there is a very symmetric approach with a nicely framed garden. When you enter in, you directly face this gazebo. We wanted to keep the footprint very minimal. So this is about 8 feet and it grows to about 18 feet with the roof and coming out. It's just like a tree. It is designed in such a way that it's climatically completely taken care even in harsh noontime. Still wind will move across it because it's only a mosquito mesh there. You enter the house from the north entry. Couple of platforms are given to sit with the legs up and facing this garden. So as we enter the main house, we have a double height space here, which is the center of the house, Brahmasthana. With the north light coming from the front, also allowing the east and west openings to take out the hot air, also a light play will be always there in this center space. So this grid is essentially the family grid, living, dining and kitchen. 2 bay windows which is towards the east and we can see the nice garden through that.
we're in the northeast corner of Panchatathva. So you can see here it is not a traditional puja room. It is more of reflecting all 5 elements of the nature.
So here comes the earth element, which represents the mother earth. We went with the sandal powder, and this is the air element, which represents the awareness. Here I lit the dhoop, so it gives the fragrance. This is the fire element, which represents the sun. This goes with the intelligence. This is the space element, which represents with the camphor. So once you burn, it's like nothing. When comes the water element, represents the mind. So ultimately, it's the universe whom we get connected with the 5 elements.
Moving here, this is the master bedroom with the bed combination and a bay window towards west. This opens up again to a back veranda which opens to this cot. This cot is a center part with 2 grown trees there framing it, and again extending to one more space where the kund space is there. The idea was to create a space which is very open and very interactive. So this is basically constructed with mud concrete blocks in these shapes, and it goes down to about 5 feet in the water area. This is an outside room created by these 2 blocks. And this court even extends to a semi-indoor space which is again with a housed with a garden. In this central space with the double height area, there are glass tiles given in the roof which creates pattern in different times of the day, and there are 2 rooms. So both these rooms we have a 6 feet bay window which is by the side of the bed and opening towards north and towards the central cot, which gives a good green when you are seated there. So the other room we have treated with a touch of yellow and with yellow plaster, even yellow floral design in Athangudi tiles. So this room is having a blue touch, and the plaster is very natural bluish dye here. The built nature is essentially kept very minimal and truly local. The building blocks which is used for construction is mud concrete block. So it's taken from the site. It is mixed with the right proportion of soil and concrete. The color palette of the house is kept very subtle, and the idea was to keep it very natural in shade. The element of artificiality is the thing which we wanted to avoid in all form. So it is kept very close to the mud, wood, lime, turmeric and the greens. So when we divide this entire costing of building such a project with the interiors, with the landscape around, we divide it something like 70, 20 and 10, where 70% is for the building and finishing, 20% is for the interiors and 10% for the landscape. The nature of living here is very close to a village where each person knows each other and they are always welcome to each home.
The kind of people who are coming together and settling here are very like-minded, so who also think that community living has a lot of value, and that's a way to go.
One thing is when you take care of the nature, if you are sensible to that, so definitely with everyone you're sensible. So if you get stressed in the city, you will be inside the 4 walls, but here nature is there to give you support, to uplift you from that stress. It makes a lot of difference. Nature wakes you up. It's like that.